Cynthia Richie Terrell. No, I'm the director of Represent Women. I founded it about 6 years ago, and we work on system strategies to advance women's representation and leadership. The country's been around for a long time. We're one of the world's oldest democracies. As everybody knows, women weren't originally part of the Constitution. It took a couple hundred years for women, white women primarily, to win the right to vote in 1920. 60 years later or so, or 50 years later with the Voting Rights Act, all women in the United States were finally able to vote. But it's been a long time in catching up. Women are more likely to vote than men. Women have unique lived experiences that they bring to the policy-making table. And we just think that government works better when everybody has a voice at the decision-making table. And this exciting election cycle has opened up a lot of possibility and hope. And I think it was Hillary Clinton who said last night that change is possible but not guaranteed. And so for all of us who are really striving to build a more gender balanced world, we realize there's a lot of work that we all have to do to make that happen. I've heard other people say this, but it's not my idea alone, but that I was ridiculously excited when that Sunday afternoon, when we heard the news, everybody was texting each other. I have 3 children who are in their 20s, who I think understandably were feeling a little unimpressed by the choices that they had. But I think something opened up overnight, literally, a chance to elect the kinds of leaders who are really thinking about the future of the country in an exciting and innovative way. Because whether we like it or not, everything about government and politics impacts our lives in every way. It impacts the water we drink, the transportation we use, the education systems, the healthcare we have, the policies that impact our economics, our reproductive rights. And so literally every decision is made either by the legislative branch, the judicial branch, or the executive branch. And of course, they all work in concert with each other. And it's really our opportunity, and I would say our obligation, to find ways, which there are many different ways, to participate in a meaningful way in those decisions which impact our lives. Of course, there are many. Women still don't get paid as much as men. There's a lot of just baked in sexism that's happened over the last tens of thousands of years. It's hard to change that overnight. I think there are a lot of barriers in the way society works. There's often not childcare or paid leave or good wages if you're a legislator. And of course, there are social and political barriers as well. One of the things my organization works on are the structural barriers in the political system itself. Are political parties and stakeholders recruiting women to run for office? Are they able to raise enough money to run viable campaigns? We look a lot at the voting system and the fact that we have a very antiquated winner-take-all or first-past-the-post voting system, which means that when more than one woman candidate decides to run, often they're told to wait their turn because they might split the vote and cause a plurality winner to win. So we see changing the winner-take-all voting system as one of the solutions to the barriers that exist that really keep women out of politics to a large degree.